Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about REVE or REVE or REVE. We'll just go with REVE. But we're going to talk about this new contender of able to edit your images and for it to stay consistent, much like the Nano Banana, much like the Seedream 4.0. So here's a new contender, but this one is a little different. And I think you're gonna love this tool. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Sketch Lab. All right, guys. So this is REVE, and it's an AI. It's a multi-model AI tool. So, which means it can do a couple things. Is all in one place. So it also has like an AI agent. Much like LeVart. LeVart has an AI agent where it can actually help you assist on designing something or creating an image or a video, things like that. And so this one, it kind of reminds me of that, but it's a pretty amazing tool. Played around with a little bit. So here's a few examples on their website. It says add more oranges on the tree. You can do that. Show me a first-person view from the yellow bed looking towards the bathroom. That's pretty cool. Remove the star on her face. That's pretty amazing. Giant zipper unfastening desert canyon walls. That's pretty cool. So, like I said, it's a multi-model AI tool. So it has four things that is packed all in one. So you got an image creator and remixer, has a drag and drop editor. As I mentioned before, there is an AI agent built in, and there is an API built in as well. All right, guys. So I uploaded the image. You can either drag and drop, or you click that plus sign to add your image. And so I'm going to go ahead and actually just going to, because I'm going to maybe change the color of the planet. Let's change it to yellow. All right. Change planet color to yellow. Right. And as you can see, it'll automatically, this left panel will pop up and you'll see the AI agent start doing its thing. So they said, I'll change the red planet to yellow while keeping everything else the same. So this is really cool. So that's what I like. I like using AI agents. That's why I like LeVart. I like that tool a lot. It's helping me to, it feels very collaborative. So it looked like it generates 3 every time. So it gives you 3 options. And it's pretty fast, actually. So yeah, okay, they changed the angle on that a little bit. I'm not mad at that. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, so it changed the color of the planet and everything else is intact. This one's a little different. That's okay. And that one, not as yellow, but still good. Yeah, that's really cool. So another cool thing about REVE is, so let's go back to the red one, and we can actually edit any object in the image. So what we're going to do is go in the upper right hand corner, and you'll see it says edit. So click edit. And then it'll start to analyze and create the layers. Okay. And once you select each layer, it'll actually highlight that object. So it has the suit, the hands, another hand, and the face. So let's go to the suit, and I want to edit what that is. So you will go to that specific layer and hit that little pencil looking icon. So you click that, and then you see a prompt appear. Like it made it automatically generated a prompt. So it says white and red suit with black accents, form-fitting with segmented sections on the torso. So let's say we want to change that from red to blue. Okay, and then we're gonna hit that check mark. Okay, and then we're gonna apply the edit. So that button on the bottom right-hand corner, we're applying that edit, and now it's generating. All right, wow. Look at that. So it actually just changed the color of the suit to blue and kept everything else intact. Now we can do specific edits in our images or also in our videos. So now I don't think AI is seen as a toy now. It's a legit tool where you can use for professional work. So really, really impressive. Let's say, set the hero's face with a serious expression. Let's say with a happy expression. I know it probably is going to look a little silly, but we'll see what happens here. All right, so it has created a happy expression. So it went from this to this. I mean, just look at that. So we got, and on the bottom, you'll see all your versions, which is cool. So I love the UI, and I keep mentioning this, I love clean user interface. So so we got the original version, and then switch to blue. It's consistent, and then a smile. It is the happy expression. Now, so we can actually take this entire hero and let's say, hey, I want to move him like somewhere else. So I'm actually gonna like shrink him down. I'm gonna shrink that down, and I believe that represents like his size, that scale. And I was like, I'm gonna just move it to the left here, okay? And then I'm gonna apply. All right, so check it out, guys. It moved. Like, that's crazy, right? So we went from this to this. So I think this would be perfect for start frame, end frame. You can go to any video generator that has that start frame, end frame feature, and you can easily create your start frame, end frame in consistency. And now, and you're able to control where your character is going to be, or whatever object, you can move that object. So instead of like going to Photoshop like I used to do, I'll go into Photoshop and do my edits there. You can use this tool. You can use REVE to move your object around or like tweak, change your composition or whatever you need to do. So I think that's really impressive. What I want to do now is maybe shrink down this planet and probably place it here maybe. And let's see what happens. All right, so it did exactly what we asked it to do. It moved the planet over to the right. We scaled it down. So this is an incredible tool. And I love that you have this creative freedom, that it doesn't feel so restricted like it used to be. And I think that we're getting to a point where AI will feel less restrictive, and it's becoming more collaborative and be able to make specific edits in your image. All right, so we're back into the AI agent screen here. And so if you want to make an edit of a specific image, again, I mean, you can go back here to your previous versions, your other versions, and then or I believe you can just drag it down here. Yeah, you can. So you can drag it down here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to change this to a different style. So I'm going to say change style to retro anime, and then we're going to go ahead and select that. All right, it says I'll transform this into a retro anime style while keeping the superhero and space setting. All right, so it looked like we got some results here. That's pretty awesome. So it did what I asked. Yes, that looks like a legit 80s anime style. And then we got a third one here. That's pretty cool too. So as you can tell, it really did a good job of getting that style the aesthetics of retro anime. I mean, it even has like the film grain, like the graininess to it. So it's really impressive. So you can always, experiment with different styles. So we can, we went from a realistic like 3D style of the character. Then now we got this retro anime look. So which is really cool. Now I want to kind of now go into, instead of saying retro anime, we just say a different style. So let's say change style to 90s American animation. Okay. Let's see what it'll come up with here. Yeah, I mean, it's not that great though, but yeah. All right, let's select make it look like a Batman animated series style. So let's see how that looks. That's actually one of my favorite series. All right, so we got some results here. This kind of got a little wacky. It looks like a combination of like Robin and different characters all in one. We got this one. That's pretty spot on. That's pretty close. Even got the color grading down too. Looks like an old TV show. And then this one, yeah, that one kind of broke. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, so now we're gonna see if we can create like fight scenes with these characters. So we kind of did this with Seedream, and it can create like multiple images at once. But I want to see what it can do here, where it can create what it can do as far as like creating like fight scenes. So we're gonna say create a fight scene with the two characters. Use image to background to create dynamic camera angles. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's see what it come up with. Oh, animations. Oh, that's cool. All right, so you can do create a fight scene with the two characters played at one. Okay, and then use two as the background. Sweet. All right, so go ahead and generate that. Yeah, so I like that you can do this. So whenever you use like Nano Banana, you kind of like, it doesn't tag it, which I didn't like that too much. I know Runway allows you to tag the images, which I really liked. So it's creating different fight scenes. So you got a low angle fight scene, hero versus demon battle, you got an aerial, and it's got a bird's eye. So that's really cool. So it's creating multiple camera angles all at once. And he even gives you suggestions like add energy blast to the hero's attack, show the demon's claws striking concrete. Yeah, so let's check it out. One, not great. Let's see here. Yeah, that didn't do too good there. The camera angles are cool, but it didn't, it's not creating like, I mean, the camera angles are cool, but it's not, and it's distorting the characters, so I'm not liking that too much. And it could just be my prompt. Let's try to see, show demon claw striking concrete. So I didn't like the results too much. There's one image that's actually pretty decent. So what I did was, so I separated the two. So I uploaded the characters individually. So say create an anime fight of two fighting one. The background would be a ruined city. So let's see if it provides a better result. We have one, but it kind of like merged his arm to the Gorbek's arm to 0 for some reason. Let's see here. All right, so we got this one. Okay, that's not too bad. I strayed away from the original style. That's not too bad. I mean, that's pretty good. I like that. So it's gonna take about a few tries, and let's see here. So I mean, so there's a bit of a distortion here. Is it there yet? Not quite. So it kind of failed to create an accurate fight scene. I feel like Seedream did a better job of doing that. So overall, I think this tool is pretty powerful, where you can actually select specific parts of, of the image, and make your tweaks and things like that. This tool is great for making start frame and end frame for you. I think that's a really a good use of this tool. So I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So this is still in beta. So I'm pretty sure that all these things and all these kinks will be worked out. And like I said, this is the sketch lab. We're going to experiment. Not everything's going to be a success. So some of these tools are in beta. So we're going to give them some grace, and hopefully that they're able to get that fixed. All right, guys. So here's one of the images, and wanted to change it to nighttime. So I said change time to dusk, keep everything else intact. I think it did a pretty good job here. Yeah, so it's got different tone. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I like the purple kind of tone on that. So yeah, it did a pretty good job. All right, so another example I'm gonna have, say change yellow color to gray, so that I'm gonna turn him into smoke, and for more combat, and it said have smoke emitting around him and remove the chain. So let's see if we can tweak this character. All right, guys, so here's the results. So here's number 1 and number 2. Okay, good job. And here's number 3. So I do like this one better because smoke is emitting from him, and it changed his costume to gray. The only thing is that it didn't remove the chain from this one, but that's where we can probably just go in and edit and say remove chain. And once again, we can probably just move him around. And so right now it's analyzing the image. So once you click edit, it'll change, it'll analyze it. And so we can actually move him. So let's say we're going to move him to the left, and apply edits and see the results on that one. Okay, so here's the results. We got him moved to the left. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this illustration of Liu Kang that I did a little bit ago, and I want to try to make this photoreal. All right, so change the style to. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so here's the results. Not really photoreal, but it kind of it tried, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not really photorealistic, and it could be my prompt. But yeah, so that's where maybe Seedream would do something like that. And we'll probably have a better result of that. But let's see, we can give it another try here. It said still doesn't look realistic. Make it look like it's from a scene from a movie. All right, so I'll make these look like they're from an actual movie. Okay, that kind of went away quick, but so it's trying. So we'll give it another shot. So, with these tools, you just have to just go back and forth. You just have to keep, testing it out, and it could just be your prompt. So it's going to take a few tries, probably get the result that you want. So just keep that in mind when it comes to like tools like this. All right, guys. So we got a few more results here. Still same thing. Not quite. Okay. So we got one. So that's actually pretty cool. So we got Luke Cage. They added a mustache. Not super crazy about the look, but it's still cool though, you know? So they changed the style from illustration to photoreal. So hopefully you'll find some great use of this tool, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. So please leave your questions and comments down below. And also be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button so you can get notified of the latest and greatest of the Sketch Lab. All right, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.